Welcome to my Circadian app. Today we are going to talk about lux and why lux is important for your metabolism, your mood, and your overall health, and why it's an often overlooked thing when it comes to light. So, before we get started, just a quick little reminder, this is not medical advice or substitute for working one-on-one with a practitioner. All right, lux. What is lux? So, lux is essentially the brightness that your brain perceives, not necessarily that your eye perceives, because I'm under some pretty bright studio lights right now, by the way, which I will offset with sunlight as soon as I'm done recording. There's a lot of blue light in here, and they're very bright to my eyes. But just for fun, I'm going to pull up the My Circadian app and show you the lux. So, here is you can see the glare on my phone from the My Circadian app. That's the studio light. I'm going to hit the lux meter button and hold it up to the light. And we have 213 lux. So 213 lux is what is measured inside my studio. I've measured the lux inside of Target. It's 300 lux. I've measured the lux inside of the grocery store, again, around 300 lux. Most indoor lighting is going to max out around 500 lux. Sometimes they can get up to 1,000 lux. But here's what you need to know. For your circadian rhythm, for your metabolism, for your mood, to prevent seasonal affective disorder, what has been studied, and this was kind of before all of the 10,000 lux light boxes became popular, we'll talk about those in this little mini episode, was about 2,500 lux. I'll put some studies below this video if you want to go read those yourself. 2,500 lux, especially in the morning, to have a healthy metabolism and to prevent seasonal affective disorder. So you can imagine what would happen if someone stayed inside all day long. Number one, it's not going to set their circadian rhythm. They're also missing UV light, red and infrared, which we've talked about in all of those other My Circadian app educational videos. So you're missing all of those benefits, but your brain is also not being given the appropriate brightness for your metabolism and your mood. So what is that appropriate brightness? Well, around sunrise, and you'll get to measure this when you get the My Circadian app that's going to be available fall 2024. Around sunrise, when light begins to come onto the horizon, it is right around 1,000 lux, sometimes a little bit less depending on the day. And then once we get to UVA light, it gets brighter and brighter. I've seen UVA light be as bright as 30 to 50,000 lux. It depends on how many clouds are in the sky. Middle of the day here where I live on the 33rd latitude, it can be 100,000 lux or more. And then again, as the day goes down, the lux get a little bit less. And then at night, we're not really supposed to have any lux. So you can measure your lux meter, measure the moon, because a lot of people are worried about moon brightness. And the moon brightness is very, very low lux, low enough so that it should not really impact your circadian rhythm. I still prefer sleeping with blackout curtains and an eye mask, because I live in an area where there's a lot of light pollution. That's way brighter than the lux that I need to have in my room in order to prevent circadian disruption. But the moon has a very, very low lux that is not supposed to disrupt your circadian rhythm. So again, the lux changes throughout the day. Here's where the lux meter can also help keep you accountable. On a rainy, cloudy day, I live here on the East Coast, and we have a lot of rainy, cloudy days in the winter time where it's just gloomy and gross outside. Number one, there's an abundance of red and infrared light. So you're going to be getting mitochondrial support by going outside. You'll also get the benefit of lux for seasonal affective disorder, because on a rainy, cloudy day, the lux can go as high as 10,000. And this I've measured multiple times on rainy, cloudy days here, overcast days. It'll go anywhere from 2,000 to 10,000 lux on those days. Now, why I don't necessarily recommend a 10,000 lux light box. Number one, as I mentioned, around sunrise, it's about 1,000 lux. And on a rainy, cloudy day, the brightest it's going to get is 10,000. The other issue with some of those light boxes, most of those light boxes, is there's no red and no infrared, and there's no UV. And so we're supposed to receive light with these other frequencies, or it's like a nutrient for our body. If you go back and watch all the videos I've done about light and health, everything from daybreak to nightfall, there is a health benefit of receiving these natural light frequencies. A light box is not going to give you that. It's just going to give you that brightness that will bring your cortisol up, could bring it up too high, not balanced with red and infrared, could be too much. So for best results, I always recommend using the Lux meter. I've played with it around my home with the window open. Guess what? Get that Lux. You're also getting red and infrared coming in. And I've played with it in the car, window up, window down. Also getting those brain and metabolism benefits from just rolling a window down. So what the Lux meter is meant to do here in the app is really just to help you stay accountable and be encouraged in those rainy, cloudy days to still go outside. This for me over the last number of years and many clients I've worked with all over the world has been crucial and key to preventing seasonal affective disorder and a lot of the negative health impacts that can come to our bodies in winter when we spend all of our time behind glass indoors. Because as I've mentioned several times in this video, even on a rainy, cloudy, overcast day, there's still an abundance of red and infrared, and those frequencies are very important for mitochondrial health. So light is multifaceted. We want these frequencies that are available throughout the day, and they're meant to shift and change throughout the day, as is that amount of blue light in the sky to signal the brain. And Lux is another signal to the brain to say, it's this time of day, it's this time of year. Metabolism, brain, hormones do these functions. And so, as you can see, hopefully, with these free educational videos here on the My Circadian app website and channel, it all goes together. It all goes together to support your health. So, I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more videos like this.